मंगल मूर्ति भगवान श्री गणेश जी को प्रणाम करते हुए और humble obeisance to भगवान श्री गणेश जी और humble obeisance to the lotus feet of Shri Mahakali, Shri Mahalakshmi, Shri Mahasaraswati, to Ma Vaishnavi Durga, to the blessed Lord of Kailash. Tomorrow commences the beautiful month of Shravan. It's a beautiful month for the adoration and the glorification of Bhagavan Shankar. Ashutosh hai Bhagwan Ji. He's one who's very easily pleased. All you have to offer is a lota of water, a bale patra, a flower, and a very simple mantra, Panchakshara mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Bole Baba is Ashutosh. Ashutosh means one who is easily pleased, one who is very easily pleased. But please do not misuse his blessings. Do not misuse his vardhana, the boons that he is going to grant you. Fulfill your desires, your prayers, your requests. Do not misuse it. Many times we want to blame God for our sufferings. We want to blame destiny without looking at how much we ourselves have contributed towards it. How much we ourselves have contributed towards it. You have heard Bhasmasur Katha? Bhasmasur prayed to Bhagavan Shiva. Bole Baba appears in front of him. Bole Baba says, what do you want, Bhasmasur? Bhasmasur says, bless my hands to destroy. Whomsoever I place my hands over, whatever entity, whatever it may be, may it be reduced to a heap of ashes. Some people want hands to construct, to build. But the same hands that build, the same hands that destroy also, isn't that so? The same hands that comforts and wipe our tears, the same hands is what is used to met out abuse also. Bhagavan Bholenath says, Tathastu. If that is what you desire, then I have to grant it to you. Bhasmasur, my dear ones, says, how do I know if it's working? Mahadev says, why don't you test it out? Bhasmasur says, but there's nobody else here but you. So Bhasmasur goes to put his hand over Mahadev's head to destroy Mahadev. Learn one thing, never bite the hands that feed you. Never forsake the hands that rocked you and comforted you. He began running after Mahadev. Swami Brahmananda in Bhajan Mala wrote it in a very beautiful song. Shiva Bhola Bhandari, Sadhu Bhola Bhandari, Shiva Bhola Bhandari, Sadhu Bhola Bhandari, Shiva Bhola Bhandari, Sadhu Bhola Bhandari, Bhasmasur Nikari Tasya Parina Bhandari, Bhasmasur Nikari Tasya Parina Bhandari, let them be destroyed. He runs after Mahadev, just like how Krishna Bhagavan called on Mahadev when he had to consume the poison milk of Putana. Similarly, Shivji is calling on Madhava. Shivji is calling on Krishna Bhagavan, Narayana, help me, help me. Vishnu Bhagavan comes. He has Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Varaha Avatar, Narasimha Avatar. He also has Mohini Avatar. Who is Mohini? जो दुनिया को मोह कर सकते. The Aishwarya Rai of Aishwarya Rai. Most beautiful goddess in the world. She's called Mohini. This is the female avatar of Sri Hari. The moment Bhasmasur saw Mohini, he forgot Jatadhari Hankar. He forgot everything about Lord Shiva. And he tells Mohini, I want you to be my Patrani. I want you to become my wife. Mohini says, will you do everything I say to you to do? Will you follow all of my instructions? When the mind becomes tainted with lust, when we allow the mind to become tainted with karma and lust, we dance to the tunes, my dear friends. Mohini says, I want to dance. Will you dance with me? Now you'll see two dancers on the stage imitating each other's move, displaying exact hand gestures and body movements. Exact. Mohini says, I want you to dance exactly like me. Now he's so fascinated with Bhasmasura is so fascinated with Mohini. He's ready to do anything for her. He's ready to do anything for her. So they began to dance. Mohini placed her hand like this, Bhasmasura placed his hand like this. Mohini placed her hand like this, and Bhasmasura placed his hand like this. Mohini placed her hand like this, and Bhasmasura placed his hand like this. Mohini placed her hand over her head, and Bhasmasura placed his hand over his head, or Bhasmasura. And he destroyed himself. If you are a frequent smoker, 1 pack a day, 2 packs a day, you're proud to say it. Some people are very proud to say, I smoke 2 packs a day. And then later on in life, when you get lung cancer, when you have destroyed your lungs, who do you sue? The tobacco company? Who do you take to court? The store where you bought the cigarettes? The maker of the cigarettes? I think you have to look at what done. We have to look at what ways we have contributed to our sorrows. Don't blame God. Bhagavan gave his blessings. You asked for this, Bhasmasura, I gave it to you. But instead of utilizing your hands to construct, you used it to destroy, and you destroyed your own self. You're the cause of your own destruction. Ram was Shiva Bhakta, and Ravan also was Shiva Bhakta. Both of them were Bhagavan Shivaji's Bhaktas. But yet, Ravan lost to Sri Ram because Ravan chose the adharmic path and Ram stood on the path of God. So don't blame Mahadev. Tomorrow, the beautiful month of Shravan starts, my dear ones, and the beautiful songs of Shravan we sing for this entire season. I know some of you will miss us when we leave here on Thursday. So, you could take just a 4-hour flight from here and come to New York. You have multiple flights to New York, the JFK. From JFK, there's a katha that's going to start Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. 108 Hanuman Chalisa on Saturday, Shri Satyanarayana Katha on Sunday, and from Monday till the 31st of July, we're going to have Shiv Mahapurana. So if you miss us, come and meet us in New York. And if you can't make it to New York, then following come meet us in Gyan. So we continue this beautiful yatra. We continue this beautiful journey, this beautiful pilgrimage. Bhaktajan, we bow down to Shivji. We bow down, my dear ones, to Bhagavan Sri Vishnu, Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, on this beautiful occasion of Vyasa Purnima, Guru Purnima, my dear ones. 2016, we bow down to our reverend gurus. I bow down to my Diksha Guru, Swargavasi Puja Shri Rajin Sharma. I bow down to my parents, Swargavasi Puja Bridgelal Balgobin, Srimati Lilavati Balgobin. I bow down to my Bhagavad Gurus of Vrindavan, Swargavasi Puja Shri Devi Nadan Goswami, Shri Srinath Shastriji. And I bow down to my dear ones, my Satguru, Puja Shri Bhakti Bharati Dr. Prema Panduru. I continue to bow my heads down. I continue to bow my head down, my ignorant head, my stubborn head, to the feet of my gurus and hope for their blessings. And of course, every day to the lotus feet of Sri Hanuman. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Prabhu Gurudini. The Pandit Surendra Maharaji, and to all the devotees who have gathered here, this our 6th session of our Srimad Bhagavad Gita. 7. Oh. Tara confused. Even I have lost count. To this our 7th session of Katha, my dear ones, I welcome each and every one of you. On behalf of our most hospitable hostess, extended members of their family, friends, well-wishers and all, to these 9 sessions of Katha. We're slowly reaching the conclusion. Katha never ends. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. It concludes, it doesn't end. We will be concluding here on Thursday, but another Katha is continuing here somewhere else in the world. Never stops, never stops. It's indeed has been a joy to be with all of you, and I hope these sessions have been enlightening, educating, reminding, comforting, consoling to you, not entertaining. I don't like when people say this was an entertaining session. No. Please don't reduce it to that. We're not entertainers. This is a Saraswati Manch. This is not a stage. This is the seat of Saraswati that we sit on. This is not a stage where we come for performances. But let it be an enlightening session, an educating session, a comforting session, a reminding session, my dear ones. Last evening we left off with a very beautiful scene, and that was the Rasalila. Situation changes now in Srimad Bhagavad Shukadeva is telling Maharaj Parikshit. Kamsa is going to send a messenger. Kamsa is going to send someone to fetch Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Balaram from Gokul to Mathura. He wants them in Mathura. He has arranged a wrestling match with some great wrestlers who are all probably 4 or 5 times the size of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. So this was the way Kamsa had arranged for the killing of Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Balaramji. He sends a minister by the name of Akrura. His name is Akrura. Akrura is all set to go to Gokul. Bhagavatam tells us what's in his mind. Akrura vichata ratri madhupaya mahamati usitvarthamasthaya prayajananda gokulam gachanpati mahabhaga bhagavatyam pujekshani bhaktim paramupagata evametata vichandyata. He knows that he cannot enter into Gokul at night, so he reaches Gokul close to darkness, so he decides to stay on the outskirts of Gokul, and he's waiting for morning. He's waiting for sunrise to enter into Gokul. And all night we are told Akrura could not sleep. Now, many of you leave the temple here by 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and you probably go to bed maybe at 12, maybe at 1. I go to bed at 5 in the morning. The past few days, 5 o'clock almost every morning, that's when the eyes closes. Because why? The energy is so much. The energy is so much. I've not exhausted it, but when I read my Bhagavad, I'm energized. I'm energized. Akrura is going to meet Krishna tomorrow. How could he sleep? How could he sleep? He says, Kim maya charitam bhadre kim tapam paramam tapa. What have I done in this birth or my previous birth? What penance? That tomorrow I'm going to meet eye to eye, ambujekshana. I'm going to meet eye to eye with Sri Krishna. He could not sleep all night. He's thinking to himself, what good did I do? Kaun sa punya kiya maine? Similarly, we should compliment ourselves, my dear ones, that for 9 sessions, this is being 7, Bhagavan has granted us the ability to congregate safely, coming from near and far, to listen to his telling. That is his glory, that is his grace, that is his grace. To listen to Srimad Bhagavad, not many are fortunate. Not many are fortunate. And we were given the opportunity. We don't condemn, but we pray for those unfortunate ones also. We pray for them also. We don't seek the blessings for ourselves alone. Hindus have never prayed for themselves alone. Om Hyau Shanti, Antarikshamam Shanti, Prithvi Shanti. We pray for peace in the heavens, in the region between the sky prayers of Sanatana Dharma. Our dear friend Akrura reaches Gokul, my dear ones, the next morning. Krishna Bhagavan and Balramji sees a visitor has come to Gokul. Radha Purna Vatulya So Akrura Sneha Villaha Papata Charano Pande Dandavate Rama Krishna Yo. Radha, he stepped off his chariot. Krishna Bhagavan and Balramji are looking at him, and for the first time he sees them. He sees Bhagavan Krishna and Balramji, and what does he do? Dandavate Rama Krishna Yo, Dandavate Rama Krishna Yo, Dandavate Rama Krishna Yo. He just didn't bow down. He prostrated his entire body. He prostrated his entire to Sri Krishna. There's something called Anga Pradakshana. Anga Pradakshana is where devotees roll their bodies. Yani Kari Papani Jarimantara Kritamani Jam. That is Pradakshana. Going around the Lord. Reminding yourself like what we did the night before. Bhagwan, you're the center point of my life. You're the center point of my life. They take their body, they roll their body. They roll their bodies around the sanctum of the temples. It takes place in many of the great temples in India, including the Govardhan. Including the mighty mountain Govardhan. People do Anga Pradakshana, they lay their body as they move around the mountain, surrendering themselves completely wholesome. And he whose two hands have the mark of Shankha and Chakra, the constant discuss, my dear ones, what does he do? He picks up Akrura, Bhagavatam says, and he embraced him. He embraced Akrura. Reminds me of when Hanumanji was embraced by Sri Ram in the Sundarland. Hanumanji is being picked up by Sri Ram, and Sri Ram hugs Hanumanji, hugs. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has to take leave of Gokul. The gopis get to know Radha is leaving. Gadim Sulalitam Cheshtam Signahasa Valukanam Shoman Mahani Narvani Rodama Charitani Cha. They themselves, my dear ones, they met in groups. Shukadeva is telling Parikshit, and they are discussing that what Radha is leaving tomorrow. Chintayantu mukundasya bhita viraha kataram samitaha sankashaha rochurashubhyo juddashaya. They could not sleep all night either. They had tears in their eyes. Radha is going to be taken away from us tomorrow. Someone is going to take him away from us. When he came to Braj, how much joy did he not bring to Braj? How many special visitors did not come to Braj when he came? How many did not come? How many times did he not protect us and dance with us? We don't want to be separated from him. They turn to Brahma. They say to Brahma, Aho Vihatastavan Pachidam Daya Sanjogya Maitra Pranayena Dehin Tashakritahan Viyunta Pathakam Vikritikam Devajajajyatam Yatha. Aho Vihata, O Creator, when you brought us into this world, when you have united souls in such a beautiful manner, then why have you created separation? Milan and July. You have meetings in life and you have separations in life. After this celebration, party you can only celebrate for a few hours. That's why you can go on for 108 days. And this katha goes on for 9 days. Why? Because you're energized. Here you're not exhausting your energy. Here you're harnessing, my dear ones. Here you are harnessing your energy. You're harnessing your energies. Okay? Bhakti Jana. In life, there are meetings. This family has met after so many years under one roof. And then Rukmini will have to say goodbye to Indira. She will have to say goodbye to Tilaji. She will have to say goodbye to Taraji. Brothers and sisters will have to say goodbye to each other until the next time. And then until the next time. With meetings in life, there is separation. With birth, there is death. With gains, there is loss. There is loss. Just keep it secret for please. Thank you. They turn to Brahmaji and say to him, is there no trace of compassion in you anywhere? Since having united embodied souls through friendly behavior and affection, you disunite them. We don't want to be separated from Sri Krishna. They cry. Evam bruvana virahakatura vrisham vrajastriyam Krishna vishaktamanasa vrisidjalajam rudhasma suswaram govinda damo dharmadhaveti vrisidjalajam rudhaswaram. They cry. They call out Govinda, Hey Damodara, Hey Madhava. Please don't leave us. Please don't leave us. Ramayana has a beautiful, painful scene. It's beautiful at the same time it's painful. Aage aage Ram chalat hai, piche Lakshman bhai. Aage aage Ram chalat hai, piche Lakshman bhai. But the two brothers were leaving together with Janaki, together with Sita for the forest. आगे आगे राम चलत है और पीछे लक्ष्मण भाई. बीच में चलत माता जानकी. Ram is in front, Lakshmana is behind Sri Rama, and Sita ji is in between the two of them. The great exit that took place in Ramayana, here in Bhagavatam, Suna Suna Lage Viraje Kadham Gokul ko chhod chale Bridgelal. Jamuna roye, Madhuban roye, Radha roye, Yasoda Maiya roye. They're all crying. Lala is leaving. Lala is going away from us. We don't want to go. They stood there next to this chariot. Lala turned around and said, don't worry. I will be back very soon. This was the comforting words he gave. Don't worry. I shall come back, he says. I shall come back. Don't worry. They stood there as the chariot drove off. They did not move until the last dust particle resettled on the earth. Just like when you go to the airport, your relative have already checked in, they've already gone to the immigration. You can't see them anymore, but you're still at the airport. Then you go to the viewing stage, just make sure that they're boarding the flight. Well, here you have bridges, right? All bridges you have here. they still don't exit the airport. They're waiting for the flight to take off. And when the flight takes off and they don't see the plane anymore in the sky, then they return back to their car. That's what we do today. This is what the gopis did then. Until the last dust particle resettled on the earth, then they went back to their duties. To make it short, Bhagavan Sri Krishna enters into Mathura, Bhagavan Sri Krishna kills Chanura, Bhagavan Sri Krishna kills the wrestlers that our dear, not so dear, Kamsa had arranged, and Sri Krishna does what? Have you ever seen the way a lion catches its prey? The lion jumps to its prey. Kamsa is seated on his throne, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is in the arena, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is Narasimha. Like that great lion, he jumped onto the throne, he dragged the body of Kamsa into the arena and bounced. He bounced on the body of Kamsa. He picked the Gokul off his head because he was not worthy to wear that crown. He was not worthy to be a ruler. And he kills Kamsa. He places Ugrasena on the throne of Mathura. He crowns Ugrasena. And now he has to release Devaki and Vasudeva from the jail cell. He has to release Devaki and Vasudeva ji. Mataram pitaram chaiva mochatit pataram dhanat Krishna ramo varantante shirasya sprishaya padayo Devaki Vasudevasya vidyaya Devaki and Vasudeva were looking at the two brothers. Krishna Ramo Vamanante. They're looking at them from their head to toe. Shirasa Sprishaya Padayo. Shirasa Padayo. They're looking at the two sons. Like you haven't seen someone for a long time. You see them basically for the first time from since birth. This is Devaki and Vasudeva looking at them. Devaki Vasudevasya Vidyaya Jaganishwara. Both of them knows this is not an ordinary boy. This is Jaganishwara. This is the master of the world when he came in that dark jail cell. Tam Adbhutam Balakam Ambujekshana Chakura Bhujam Shankalayayayam Shri Vatsalakshmandala Shobhikausuham Pitambaram Sandra Payodha Saubhagam. They remember what they saw in the jail cell. They remember they saw Vishnu Bhagavan himself. But they are our sons. They want to hug the two of them. Devaki and Vasudeva, they want to hug Krishna and Balarama. But they say, no, that's Jaganishwar. He's the master of the world. You can't hug him. Bhagavatam says, my dear ones, Ova Chapitara. They bow their heads down, and you know what they say to them? Mama, Papa, please forgive us. Please forgive us for taking so long to come to you. What can Bhagavan not do to make you happy? The Father of the world, my dear ones, Pitamahasya Jagato Mata, is calling Vasudeva Father. The Mother of the world, Sri Krishna, is calling Devaki Mom. Because why? He knows that is what is going to make them happy. That is what is going to bring joy to their heart. They saw forgiveness, my dear ones, to Vasudeva and Devaki. Nanda Baba comes and says, Krishna, yes? Yes, Baba? Isn't it time to go back home? It's time to return to Gokul.
Parishwaje Damu Yadu
Baba, Lala, you're not coming? No, Baba, I'm not returning you. Imagine Nanda Baba's state of mind. When Krishna Bhagavan would have said to him, no, Baba, you have to be back alone. Take it, Lala. We will wait for you. We will wait for you, Lala. Time has gone by. Lala had not returned to Gokul. He knows they're finding way in separation from him. He knows how much they're crying. So he has to send a messenger to them. He has to send them some relief. So he calls his good friend. His name is Uddhava. Now who is Uddhava? Uddhava is Brihaspati Shishya. He's been educated by Brihaspati. Buddhist Tamam, highly intelligent being, qualified personality. He says, Krishna, tell me, you have something for me to do? Yes. I want you to visit Braj. Take it, I'll go to Braj. And I want you to meet my parents. I want you to meet Yashoda and Nanda Baba. No problem, Krishna, I will meet with them. One more job. I want you to meet the gopis. Who? Gopis. The gopas and the gopis. Why do you want me to meet with them? Again, he is proud of who he is. Uddhava is Brihaspati Shishya. You know, it's like somebody coming from the city, you send him to the village. From the city, you send them to the village to meet the commoners. And people from the city, of course, think of themselves as being superior. This is Uddhava. Uddhava, I want you to meet with them, see how they're doing, and tell them I'll meet with them very soon. TK Krishna, I will go. Krishna sends Uddhava. Uddhava goes to Gokul. Uddhava sees a very quiet village. Not very lively. He goes to Nanda Baba, knocks the door. Nanda Baba welcomes him. He's from the city, no? He's a VIP. Welcomes him. He looks into the courtyard. No action, no activities whatsoever is going on in Yashoda's courtyard. He looks at one side and he sees Yashoda resting her head on a churning rod. And she's crying. बैठी हूँ आँखन में लेकर. She's sitting there. Nobody is coming to complain anymore that Krishna has stolen Makhan from their home. Nobody is coming, my dear ones, to complain about Krishna and his mischievousness. All his naughty little tales that he did in his young days. Nobody's breaking pots anymore. There's no promotion whatsoever, my dear ones. Suni hai braj ki galiyan, hilti nahi ab This is Mother Yashoda's situation. Uddhava is overcome with emotions. And Nanda Baba says to him, Api smarati naha Krishno mataram suhida saki Gopan Brajam Chamanatham Gaho Vrindavanam Girim. Tell me, Api smarati naha Krishno. Uddhava, does he remember us? He doesn't say, Nanda Baba doesn't say first, does he remember me? He says, Mataram. Does he remember his mother? Does he remember his Suhrit, his friends? Does he remember the Gopas, the cow herders? Does he remember the cows? This cow has somehow lost itself and she's waiting for Krishna to come and find her. This is like the Gokins. They're waiting for Lala to come for them. They're waiting for Lala to come for them. Does he remember this village? Does he remember Vrindavan? Does he remember the mountain? Yes, Nanda Baba, this is why he has sent me here. He has sent me here for this purpose, to tell you that he will meet all of you very soon. All of you are going to meet very, very soon. Oh, Baba, I was also told to meet the Gopas. The Gopis, can you tell me where to find them? Nanda Baba says, go. In this area, you will see the Gopis. And when Uddhava went, Uddhava saw my humans for the first time, these women of Braj. First of all, they thought that Krishna has come back. Tam Vesha Krishna Nucharan Brajastriya Pralamba Bahu Navakanjalochanam Pitavaram Pushkaramalinam Lasatamukhara Vindamani Vrishta Kundalam. Tam Vesha, one of them said, no, Krishna has come back because of the way he dressed. Broad shoulders, Pralamba Bahu, Navakanjalochan, captivating eyes, with his pitambara, wearing a garland. The other Gopi says, no, if that was Krishna, he would have already been in our arms. If that was Lala, he would have already been in our arms, yet we all had. Shall I tell you how close Sri Krishna was with the Gopis? Kahamiri lalli sulle jai de, sulle jai de. are decorated with mehendi and it does not yet dry, you can't do anything, isn't that so? When your mehendi has not yet dried, you can't wash the dishes, you can't put your clothes on, you can't do anything. Well, when the gopis' hands were wet with mehendi and their chunari was falling from their heads, hey Radha, come! Dadhi duri savarya thori, murli to sunai, dadhi duri. Come Radha, I'll give you some dadhi, put my murli on my head. Krishna would come and he would set their murli on your head. See it? Radha, come, my hand is wet with mehendi. Help me put my earrings on my jhumka. And Lala will come and put your jhumkas on her. Lala decorates us, do you know that? You know what he decorates us with? Values. Not jhumka, nathani and paya and kangan and bajuwar. Krishna decorates those who come to him, my dear ones, with values in life, with values. This is what makes us welcome. This is how close they were to him. So they said, ye koi aur hai, koi nakli hai. Huh? This is not true. Now you know protocol. You must never insult a guest. Right? Make some excuse. You know when somebody shows up at the house and you really do not want to entertain them, you cannot just chase them away. You make some bahana. I have somewhere important to go to, I have some important people to meet and all, right? So they want to chase Uddhava back. They want to tell him to go back, but you can't do it because they know protocol. You don't insult the guests. Yeah? So they saw a bee. You know? A bee. They saw a bee buzzing. Madhuba and they tell the bee is like Uddhava, shh, go away from me. Shh. Jare jare bhavar Uddhava, turi jhumka jaise Keshava. Jare jare bhavar Uddhava, turi jhumka jaise Keshava. Go away from here. Go away. But then suddenly they had a change of heart. Let's not chase him away. Because after leaving us, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is in his company. Let's ask him about Radha. Tilaji. Herself and her husband had a fight one morning. They had a disagreement. And she said to him, don't you call me for the rest of the day. Don't you dare call my phone for the rest of the day. You say that to your loved one when you have quarrels with, right? Don't speak to me for the rest of the day. Suddenly, Tilaji sees on her cell phone, my son calling. She puts it off. It rings again 5 minutes later. He keeps on ringing every 5 minutes. And she kept looking at the number and she said, I'm not going to answer that call. It rang about 10 times and then it stopped ringing. Then guess what she did? She picked up the phone and she wants to see whether it's working or not. She wants to know why he's not calling 11 times. Isn't that so? You cannot stay angry with your loved ones for a long time. Anger is not our nature. Our nature is anand. Our nature is joy. Our nature is to be happy. When you're angry, that's like temporary insanity. It should only last for a short period of time. It's very rare to be angry for 24 hours. It's very, very rare. You will laugh in between. You will smile in between. Isn't that true? So therefore, don't allow anger to take your minds over. The gopis, you're angry because why they want to know why this Uddhava has come. They took Krishna away from us. Why are they here again? So then you're asking Uddhava, does he remember us? Yes. Does he remember that when he was born, Shivji came from Kailash to visit him? Alam jaga ke jogi aaya tere dwar, re aaya tere dwar, naiya aaya tere dwar, bhavati
He says, I
Lala, I've never seen such devotion towards you. I've never seen such love towards you. You think you love God, don't you? Huh, Gora? Gora thinks she loves Hanumanji. But don't worry. Or rather, you should worry. That you may meet someone who loves him a lot more than you. And when you do, humble yourselves to those. You may think you are rich, but there's somebody who's wealthier than you. Humble yourselves to them. You may think you're an accomplished musician, but you're going to meet a master. You're going to meet a pandit. Humble yourselves to them. One day, Arjuna was walking with Sri Krishna. And she sent Sri Krishna in a hut. Arjuna goes into the house and sees an old lady having 3 swords. 3 very sharp swords. And she's throwing flowers on them. She's worshipping these swords. Arjuna says to her, Mama, what are you doing? She says, I have these 3 swords to kill 3 people. Who do you want to kill? Want me to tell you? I want to kill Yashoda. Why do you want to kill Yashoda? What did Yashoda run to do? Yashoda, when Krishna was a little baby, little boy, was a lala, she took a rough piece of rope and she put it around his tender waist. Imagine how it would have hurt Krishna. I want to punish Yashoda for that. Arjuna gets scared now. Who is the second sword for? Doesn't Sudama know Krishna likes lots of butter? He likes lots of ghee. Instead, Sudama took dried rice, poha. Sudama took dried rice. Imagine when Lala would have ate that rice, dried rice. How it would have hurt his throat. I want to punish Sudama for it. And who's the third sword for? She says, that's for you. Me? What did I do? Are you good? Arjuna? Dunya chalane wale Bhagwan, the one who runs this world, you reduced him to a driver of your chariot. I will punish you for that. The point of the story is, if you think you love Bhagwan, there's somebody who loves him a little bit more. Think. Uddhava thought he was very close to Krishna. He thought he was very dear to Sri Krishna. But when he saw the love of the gopis that they had for Sri Krishna, he is humble. He is humble. Bhakti-Jala. Katha goes on in chapter 10, book 10. We have to meet a beautiful princess. This princess of ours, her father is Raja Bhishmaka. She has 5 brothers. Gyan Yagna, Rukma Maratho, Rukma Bahu Ranantaraha, Rukma Deshi, Rukma Mali, Rukma Yesham Swasa Sati. She had 5 brothers, and they were Rukmini, Rukma Maratha, Rukma Bahu, Rukma Kesha, Rukma Mali, and her name was Rukmini. Our Rukmini ji here tonight. She has an Indira, she has a Nadira, she has a Devika, she has a Tara, she has a Tila, everyone ends in an A. That's a fashion. Many times you have family, Lilavati, Champavati, Gyanvati, Devati. Used to be a fashion. I have a friend, his name is Ramesh, the 2 sons are Naresh and Satish. And the 3 grandsons are Dinesh, Anesh and Gunesh. I have another friend, her name is Anu, the brother's name is Avinash, and they named all their children after the syllable A. It was a fashion back then also. Here you have Rukmini, Rukma Maratha, Rukma Bahu, Rukma Kesha, Rukma Mali, and her beautiful name was Rukmini. Rukmini. Every day, there's some incident that is going on in Delhi, but somebody is bringing a message to you here in Hardbargain. Something is going on in Delhi, but the driver of the car where someone from Braj would come every day to Rukmini and they will tell her about Sri Krishna. Every day she would get to hear some new story about Sri Krishna. She's only listening to him, listen about him. And by listening about him, she has fallen in love with him. She has fallen in love. Sita saw Rama in the garden, right? Rukmini has only heard about Sri Krishna. Now her brother Rukmini has set her marriage against Shishupal. Her brother wants her to get married to Shishupal, and she does not want to marry anyone else. Mirabai says there's only Krishna for me and no one else. This is Rukmini. Rukmini says, I have surrendered my soul to Sri Krishna. I will not marry anyone else. But the marriage is set. So what can she do? There is no text messaging. There is no emailing. There is no phone calls. There is no FaceTiming and Skyping. So she writes a letter. She writes a beautiful letter and she sends it to Dwarka. She sends it to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna would have opened this letter and would have read it. Shall I tell you what the letter says? Listen what the letter says. Everybody loves to read love letters, don't they? Everybody loves to read love letters. This is the love letter to Sri Krishna. This is what Rukmini Maya wrote to Sri Krishna. Shrutva Gulana Bhuvana Sundar Srinavatambe Nirvishya Parna Vivahara Kundatapam Rupam Drisham Drishatamar Hilathalabham Tvayakshuta Vishati Chittam Patrapam Me Kadva Mukunda Mahade Kulashila Rupa Vidyadravo Drvinadhama Virata Tulyam Dhira Padim Kulavati Navrinita Kanya Kalinarasimha Nararupa Manobhiramam Tanme Bhavana Khaluvrita Parirangajaya Atmarpitascha Bhavatu Atra Vibhu Videhi Ma Vira Bhagam Visharnu Machaibhya Arada Guma Yukta Mridama Patir Balim Gujaksha. These shlokas are today, up to today, they are read every night in Dwarka. Whether it is Shayana Arti, whether it is the last Arti of the day, and symbolically they're putting Bhagwan to sleep, they read the shloka. Indira, my dear ones, made mention to you that she would hide and read her mother's letters. Right? When my father passed away in 1997, that was when I started spending more time in Guyana. I left Guyana at a very early age. And when my dad passed away in 1997, the decision was made, since I'm the youngest of three, for me to go spend time with my mother, for me to be there with her. So it was just my mother and I. And one night I was passing by her room, and I could hear her crying. And I knocked on the door and said, "Ma, can I come in?" She says, "Yes, come in." And she was sitting on her bed, and she had all these letters around her. She had all these letters around her. I said, "Mom, what are you doing?" She was reading all my father's letters that my dad used to write to her. She kept all of that. My mother was one of those persons who never showed her weakness in public. She was one of those persons, no matter how much of a difficult day she's going through, she would never let anyone recognize it publicly. She will cry. No matter what challenges she faced with her health, she bore it privately, very privately. And all of us know a letter. Today, when I see the signature of my father, I start crying. When I see my father's handwriting, I start crying. Mom has passed away 1 year now, over 1 year, and we have not even touched any of our belongings. Our clothing, our medicines, our books, everything is still sitting in the house. My sister said to me, how can we get rid of it? I said, leave it there, she's still here with us. Our clothing, everything. Imagine Sri Krishna reading what Rukmini has spent on them. Rukmini says, I've never seen you. मैंने आपको कभी देखा नहीं. श्रुत्वा गुणान भुवन सुंदरा Krishna. She says, I've only heard how handsome you are. I've only heard how stately you are. I've only heard about your qualities. And Krishna, Achyuta, she calls him. Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Harim Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje. Achyuta. Krishna is called Achyuta. She calls him Achyuta, particularly in this book. It means you who bind yourself to your devotees, you who don't let go of your devotees. She says, she says, you're Narasimha, you're a lion among men. How can you allow a jackal, a beast like Shishupal, to come and take what belongs to you? She says, I have surrendered my soul to you. Jayam Atma Pitascha, Atma Arpita. She has offered her soul to him. She says, Krishna, I want you to come and take me away. How many of us have not said to Bhagavan, Prabhu, milne ki aarzu hai, duniya banane wale, badi der ho gayi hai, bulane. Telling Krishna, please come and take me away. But she's giving him direct instructions. She tells him, tomorrow I am going to Girja's temple. Tomorrow I am going to Parvati's temple to do Gauri Puja. And at that time, Krishna, there is no security. At that time, I only have my friends. I don't want there to be any bloodshed. I don't want any fighting. So at that time, Krishna, come and take me away. Krishna Bhagavan would have read the letter and said, wow, look at my bhakta. My bhakta has written a letter to me for me to go and kidnap her. For me to go and elope with her. Lala would have smiled. The next day, Gauri Pujan ko chale jaane ke. Gauri Gopis worship Parvati, Rukmini is going to worship Parvati. Young girls who are here and you want a suitable partner in life. You want someone who's going to complement your life. You want someone who's going to contribute to your growth in life. Pray to Parvati. You don't want someone who's going to stifle you. You don't want someone, my dear ones, who's going to stifle your growth. You don't want to be a mismatched pair like Bulbuli and Ahmadev. That was a mismatched pair. Today, sad to see many people choose based on looks. Yes, the boy is tall, the boy is fair, they're wealthy, he has his own home, he has his own car. Is that what you look for to marry your daughter? Oh, the girl is fair, she's beautiful. Is that what is required for a We become like a mirror image of them. See it? Please choose for your children if they allow you to choose, by the way. See it? If they allow you to choose. See it? People often come and say, Panditji, we have decided to get married. Can you see for Gana Baiti or not? Can you see for horoscope matches or not? I say to them, you've already decided you're getting married. Supposedly I say your horoscope does not match. Will you break your marriage? They say no. So I said, please don't waste my time. You've already chosen your life partner. Then you go seek from your Baba. Baba, does the horoscope match or not? Kundali, does it match or not? Supposedly Baba says no, it doesn't match. Will you break that relationship or you will not? Please complement each other's life. Complement each other's growth, to each other's progress. Don't stifle each other's. Don't stifle. Sometimes literally they stifle each other. Not figuratively speaking, but sometimes literally couples stifle each other in life. Krishna Bhagavan has to do what? My Bhakta has asked for me to come and take her away. The next morning, my dear ones, Rukmini is going to the temple of Parvati for worship. She's coming off the stairs now. She's stepping off the stairs. Suddenly she hears the chariot. She hears someone approaching. By the time she could turn, Lama stopped right in front of her and grabbed her and took her away. And Rukmini gets to know that Rukmini has been kidnapped by Sri Krishna. Rukmini hustles behind them. And there's a battle there's a fight between Sri Krishna and Rukmini. Sri Krishna is about to behead him. Rukmini says, no, please don't. I have waited for this all of my life. And if you kill him, I will have to wait one entire year to marry you. I will have to wait until his Varshik Shravan is done. Please don't kill him. So what does Sri Krishna do? Sri Krishna shaves the head off of Rukmini, which is considered as an insult. And Rukmini and all of them are going to join with Shishupal and the Kauravas in the Mahabharata war. This is all happening before the Mahabharata war. Okay? Now, Krishna Bhagavan has taken Rukmini away. Now all the young people here are going to say, please bring back this Baba to read again. Because this Panditji said if you like someone, or rather if your marriage is set with someone you don't like, you can tell him one that you like to come and kidnap you or take you away. Please, I cannot sing. Now, Krishna Bhagavan, Bhagavatam makes a commentary and says there are 8 types of weddings. There are 8 types of wedding. Number 1 is an Arsha type of wedding, which the Dulaha gives 2 cows. The Dulaha gives 2 cows to Dulahin's father. Number 2 is an Asura type of wedding, in which the Dulahin father accepts large sums of money from the Dulaha side. He basically sells his dog. Number 3 is the Brahma type of wedding, in which the Dulahin father gives away the girl, or rather does her kanyadan according to his needs, according to what he can afford. According to what he can afford, not borrowing from the bank, not borrowing from relatives, not going into debt to get his daughter married, but to do it according to what he can afford. The 4th type is a Praishas type of wedding, where a girl is taken by force. She's kidnapped. Yeah? And by force she gets married. The 5th is a Deva type of wedding. Panditji's already married. This can only apply to Ravi, not me. Okay? The Deva type of wedding is when you give the officiating Pandit a bride. Yeah? Now please don't give Panditji, her Patni is here. Okay, so this does not apply to him. So Rukmini ji, please, part of his dakshina, please don't give him a bride. And please don't give me a bride. You can give Ravi a bride. He is single. At least I think so. But the Daiva type of wedding is where a Dulahin is given to the priest that is officiating. You get it? The Gandharva type of wedding now is where a pair is allowed to marry by mutual consent. Okay? Where 2 people have chosen for themselves by mutual consent. Then we have the seventh is a Rakshas Viva. A Rakshas Viva is where a girl is taken by force. Okay. And then the eighth type is a Prajapatya type of wedding, where a girl is given in Kanyadan without receiving any presents. There's no dowry, there's no dahej. Okay? With the express understanding, the two of them will practice virtues together. Yes, you have 8 types of wedding. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, what do? I brought away this Rukmini. I cannot marry her without informing her father. He has to also tell Bhishmaka, I am worthy of your daughter. I am worthy to marry Rukmini. Sri Rama is in that sabha. The bow of Shiva is lying there. Right? Many failed to lift that bow. Maybe many came to ask for the hand of Mrs. Radha. How many proposals you got before, Mr. Radha became the fortunate one? I know. She will probably tell you right. She probably not sit in public. So many proposals for Sita. But no, only he who could lift that bow that Sita lifted. You cannot marry your daughter who has a PhD to someone who has not yet finished kindergarten yet. How can you marry your daughter off to someone who has not yet finished high school? That's an unequal match. Sita has lifted the bow, so therefore who would lift the bow will marry my daughter. Janak Maharaj has set the rule. He's not willing to give Sita to anyone. There was a time in Guyana. The only thing you have to get a bride is an American passport. Once the boy came with an American passport, within days wedding set. That's how desperate people were to export their children to the United States of America. This is about 20, 30 years back. I'm so happy people have smartened up. I'm so happy people have, my dear ones, educated themselves and don't just give their children to any and anyone. No. Be like Maharaja. So many have failed to lift the bow. Now, Vishwamitra says, Ram, lift the bow, Ram. Show the world the might of your arm, O Ram. Everyone is nervous. They look at the prince, oh, Malang. They look at the teenager, the prince, and they say, how could he lift the bow? Ram could not even lift it. So many who were in the Sabha could not lift it. They're laughing at him. Sita is nervous. Sita is so nervous, Sita takes her mind to Ganesh Ji. Chaupai. He's nervous and you're more nervous than him. And when he left the home, what do you do as a good wife? You go to your puja place and you pray, Bhagavan, let everything go well. Isn't that so? You pray for it. Partners pray for each other. Husbands pray for their wives and wives pray for their husbands. Sita is praying, let Ram Ganeshi ease the weight of the bow like a feather for him. You get it? Ramji now is approaching that bow, my dear ones. Guru pranama manahi mananiha atila bhavu bhai tharuniha. Ramji approaches the bow. does pranam to the bow that belongs to Shiva. He does pranam to his parents. He does pranam to his guru. And Dhamake Uddhava Chini Jama Bhaya Hu Puni Mananahu Puni Nama Bhanu Mandal Nama Bhaya Hu Le Chachanavat He Chachanavi Kavina Lakha Ek Sabathare Te Chananama Madhya Bhanudora Bhare Bhuvan Guni Oh Akrura. In an instant, in a blink of an eye, Bhagwan Sri Ram lifted the bow. He struck the bow and he broke the bow, my dear ones. And a loud sound was heard. Loud sound was heard. We are told Sita takes her beautiful garden. Chatur Sakhi Lakhi Kaha Puchai Pahira Bahu Jayamal Sohai Sunat Chutar Karmal Bhurai Prema Vivas Pahirai Najai Sohat Chanu Chutar Sanala Sohat Chanu Chutar Four friends are accompanying her. She's in the center. Two friends are in front. Two in back, my dear ones. She has a beautiful garland in hand. So Janu Juga Jala Jasanala Sasi Samhid Dede Jayamala Are Gava Hichavi Amalo Kisaheli Siya Jayamal Rama Urmeli Mala Karo Srikar Dole Chiteri Mala Karo All of this is done. Maharaj Dashrath has no idea what is going on. Maharaj Dashrath sent his two sons to protect Vishwamitra Yagna. He did not know Vishwamitra is going to be, in our Acknowledgements, that Vishwamitra is going to be the matchmaker. And I'm going to get 4 Babranya. I'm going to get 4 daughter-in-laws. The message was sent to Ayodhya. आज मिथिला नगरिया निहाल सखिया आज मिथिला नगरिया निहाल सखिया चार दुल्हा में बरबाद सखिया चार दुल्हा में बरबाद सखिया आज मिथिला नगरिया निहाल सखिया आज मिथिला नगरिया निहाल सखिया चार दुल्हा में बरबाद सखिया चार दुल्हा में बरबाद सखिया. The celebration is going to take place in the latter part of Balkan. आज मिथिला नगरिया निहाल सखिया. You're going to have 4 dulhan, 4 dulhaniya. Ram is going to marry Sita. Lakshmana is going to marry Urmila. Shatrugna is going to marry Shruti and Bharata is going to marry Madhavi. Okay? Dashrath Maharaj has agreed. Bhishmaka, when he heard Krishna wants to marry Rukmini, he was more than elated that my daughter is going to marry Sri Krishna. Now, give me 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time to go through the Hindu wedding ceremony. The way Rama married Sri Sita ji, the way Sri Krishna is going to marry Rukmini. Okay? We have the Mara coming from far. Aile bardiya ahire jiyara Then you have the ladies going to do parche. They're going to inspect. They want to make sure, this is the right person who has come to get married. This is the right one who we have chosen. Okay? So the ladies do their ceremony. The groom, the dulha goes to Janvasa, and the dulhan comes into the mandap. Shadi mein Sita madana bhai re, madana bhai re, sakhi madana bhai. Shadi mein Sita madana bhai re, madana bhai re, sakhi madana bhai. Khudi se Sita ke aage bhai, sakhi madana Surabhi ke kaiya ke gobar mangao Shiva Shankar ho kaha mein baje lava dhaiya sunahu raghu nandan ho avadh mein Ram ji ke janam bhayo re Shiva Shankar ho mithila mein baje lava beautiful auspicious songs. Aaj Janakpur Mangal Chaudi se Mangal hai Sita ji ke hoye deviya Janakpur Mangal hai Hare Hare Baswa Mangai Mandava Kadhai Bhe Motiyan Jhalari Chhawai Janakpur Mangal hai Raja Janak, he brought green bamboo, Hare Hare Baswa, and made a beautiful maru of mandap, and they decorated it so beautifully. Sita comes, the Dulahin comes and she does her puja. She goes back, and then Lagana Mandap mein padharo kuwarji. Dulha enters into the mandap. He's given his asana. Some rituals are done towards him, and then Dulahin comes and they face each other. Are ka pela lotiya ho ka pela lotiya ho ka pela kare sati hara ho bhagavani ka pela devi ke baba kaise ke ho father's hand, they used to tremble. It used to be such an emotional rite. It used to be such an emotional ritual in Kanyadan. But today, Panditji, the first thing when we go to a wedding, people ask us, Panditji, how long will it take to do the wedding? Isn't that so? They want to know from the Panditji, how long will it take? You tell them 1 hour. Oh, can't you do it in half an hour? And then they tell you also, please finish it in half an hour. I said, no problem. That's what you want, that's what you'll get. Today, my dear ones, we have lost all this bhav. We have lost all of these beautiful expressions that are supposed to be a part of our vivah sanskar, our weddings. Then we have this ceremonial knot that is tied. Ye bandhan to pyar ka bandhan hai, janmon ka sangam hai. Then you have Dev Puja. You have the rituals that are done. Then Agni Deva is invited to witness the wedding ceremony. And then they have to do power. Ram Siya Sang Bhuman Bhavaniya Aaj Janakpur mein Hare Puji Shatanand Veda Uchare Aaj Janakpur mein Brahmaniya You didn't know, right? Sure? One of the steps in the wedding, the dulaha has to hold dulahin by pani pilaana. And then you have the shilarohan, you touch the rock, you stay committed. A mountain does not subject itself, and neither should you. Neither should the couple subject themselves, my dear ones. Then you have the saptapadi, you have the 7 steps that are taken. Then we have dulaha takes the sindoor. Dulaha sindoor liya haath, aur soch paani ke saath seeta uthaari, liya haath sindoor liya seeta uthaari, liya haath sindoor liya. Raghuvar sir par soheno, seeta sab din poochhat gaur, seeta uthaari, liya haath sindoor liya. I only do one wedding per year. I generally don't officiate much of weddings. If I do, one per year. I have my own personal reasons why. There was one wedding I did 1 year. And the Panditji who came in the Barat, he sat with me and we performed the wedding together. So when the Sindoor Daan came, we told him to put each other. And the couple was so nervous, I told the boy, take the sindoor and please go upwards 7 times in her mouth. Make sure it goes upwards. And both of them were sweating. They were such a nervous couple. I've never seen a nervous couple like that. So I was thinking, I'm wondering if he understands what I told him. So I told the Bhauji who was there, I said, please help them. The Pandit says, no. Nobody can't help them. Nobody can't see that. It has to be done privately. I said, Panditji, you're very nervous. I don't want to offend you. So, we covered the dulaha and dulahin. I told him to take it up 7 times, right? To apply the sindoor 7 times upwards. We sang all the nice songs, we showered them with flowers and all. When we took off the child, what we saw, very nicely he did it. He placed the sindoor very nicely in the dulahin's mouth. When we looked at the dulaha, dulahin had placed sindoor in his mouth. Apparently they thought they have to do it to each other. Because of Mahabharata. The mark of a married Hindu lady is her sindoor. Is her sindoor. And then you have exchange of garlands, you have the exchange of rings, you have the Mangal Sutras becoming popular in our community. Years before it was something not available. So now all of this is a part of it. And then you have the Ashirvad. You have the blessings. Just like Ramchandra Bhagavan Shri Krishna's feet are being washed by Bhishma. Raja Bhishmaka is washing Krishna Bhagavan's feet. Chana. Lage pakharaj paya pankaj prema kan ulta bali namana kana isana jaya dhuni umari ganuka bhuti singhali. the Kanyadanam was done to Rukmini, entrusting her hands, her security, her welfare, her well-being into someone whom they have full confidence in, my dear ones. You can't give away your daughter. Come on, yeah. How can you give away your daughter? No. You add to her life. You have now entrusted her hands into someone who's going to give her more. They should give her more than what you have given to them. Then you have a ceremonial knot. Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Rukmini Maya will want to pay, my dear ones, and all of this. And then you have the marriage ceremony of Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Rukmini Maya. What is this wedding? Is it Sri Krishna getting married to Rukmini? Again, your best friend tonight is going to be Google. Look up what is bridal mysticism. Bridal mysticism is the union of the soul to the soul. That's the wedding, the marriage that takes place between the individual soul to the super soul. You say it in your prayers, Tvameva Mata Chavita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhu, you're my Bandhu, you're my Sakha. This Atma of ours belongs to him. It's called bridal mysticism. ऐसे वर को क्या करूं जो जन्मे और मर जाए, पर ये गिरधर लाल हो के जुड़लो अमर हो जाए. One Doha from Braj says, what do I want with an ordinary partner? What do I want with a mortal husband or a mortal wife who's going to die and leave me? But ye गिरधर लाल हो. We want Krishna as our husband. The gopis pray for him. Mirabai prayed for him. And many of us in life, my dear ones, we have accepted Krishna as the master of our soul. Not our body. Krishna is the master of our souls, Okay? So this union of Sri Krishna and Rukmini is the union of the individual soul and the super soul. Jivatma to Paramatma. The letter that Rukmini wrote to Sri Krishna is the cry of the individual soul of wanting to be in union with the Paramatma. Tonight, this is Radha. Our request was Radha. I gave you 2 vivas. She wanted to hear about Ram and Sita's wedding, and we have to do the Rukmini and Sri Krishna's wedding in Bharat. Tomorrow night we'll meet for our 8th session. We have to meet Sudama. We have to meet the Shrap that is going to be given to the Yadavas. Sri Krishna is going to leave the world in physical form. He's still here. He doesn't die. Yeah. And we're going to meet 24 gurus of Bhagavad. 24 entities that we can derive a lesson from and how to improve our lives. That is what we're going to meet tomorrow. आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो. आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो. मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे ऐसी सजा दो. मुझे शाम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो. मुझे शाम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो. आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे soul should forever be in communion and union with the Supreme Soul. We meet again tomorrow, my dear ones, for our 8th session of our Katha Grace of Lord Sri Radha Krishna. Be with each and every one of you. May you grow from strength to strength, prosperity, joy to joy, and may you experience all that which is good in life. Yat Yogeshwar Krishna, Yat Parho Uddhava, Tat Shri Rajin Balgobin Trinidad. Bolo Radhe Radhe Shama Pona.
Given a vote of thanks, I give a reinforcement because my wonderful family, namely in particular Tara and Indira, can't wait to hear me cry and hiccup at the same time. So, I brought in reinforcements. First of all, I would like to thank God that finally after so many years that we were able to get together. I would like to also thank Panditji Surendra for the wonderful Katha tonight, for the puja ceremony tonight. And a little story. Initially, I had asked Panditji to do the Katha for me where Sri Ram was leaving you. And the instructions that was given to him, the Lord had gone by him. But during the course of the yagna, we realized that today was Guru Purnima. And it so happened that 15 years ago, on Guru Purnima, we were married. It is our 15th anniversary. So most of you here were there that night to celebrate with us. And I want to thank you again for being here to celebrate with us tonight. I want to thank you for
Sit down again. I guess the wish is materialized. I think no tears or anything. But definitely a progression and pattern of the past 2 nights, the sibling whose night was there with the hands. But when the children want to say, well, I'm coming. So, I gave him moral support, and I guess I sure I was sitting there. Taran, in Taran, indeed, it was like 2 weeks Christmas, right? On the Jeep. He said, I surely the government cried, and all kind of thing, right? So, or pick up. Alright, I'm going to be an expert in this, right? So, I have no choice to join up. I'd like to say thank you all for joining us tonight here in this 7th night of this Yagna. Now, when this Yagna was unfolding, I was not part of the immediate plan, right? I would just keep, I am the business event dates. But the Yagna is this date to this date. 1 week later, in here, now we'll change the next date to the next date. So I said, alright, so I took notes of the dates. Then 2 weeks later, the dates changed again. So it reached the point that I asked, so when already is this Yagna? And I actually had it scheduled from the 15th. Actually, I'm not going to go of July because I wasn't sure what was happening. So the days progressed, things were planning. I'm hearing a little from the sidelines. I think Gora was mentioning some night ago about Facebook chat or WhatsApp group, right? And all the ins and outs of the planning of the Yagna. I wasn't in it directly, but I'll be hearing it. But this one probably with that one, and that one probably with that one. But if you know why it was, there's somebody quarreling. When they all together, there's somebody that quarrel, but they don't be vexed for long. I don't know why you guys can't be vexed good. You know, they're vexing somebody. They vex good, and you vex for a little while, and then you come back, you go again. But 10 minutes after, this is one thing I must say, I admire what my in-laws is that they don't be vexed for long. And that's a commendable thing. I mean, I tried to be vexed, but it was smooth. So, as time progressed, Yagna was planned, and I asked the question on the GS. So, who's Baba? So they say, well, this Baba coming from New York. I say, New York Baba coming from Trinidad. I study now. How are we going to understand this man's accent? Then they just say, well, it's a Guyanese Baba living in New York. I said, look trouble, no. Because imagine a Guyanese Baba with an American accent. Lord have mercy. I said, then I read the invitation and I see 7 to 9:30. I said, this Baba feel like in New York. 9:30 at certain time, I don't know, it was probably bright at that time still around this time in New York, right? I said, Lord have mercy, how are we going to sit down and listen to this Baba for so long? But believe me, and I think you will agree with me, over the past 7 nights, no one will have complained. We sat and listened to your eloquence, your clarity, your passion, your inspiring words, and the fact that you had a perfect blend of scripture and everyday real life occurrences. I think it was very, very much appreciated by not only myself, but everybody here. And all the fears, but the thoughts in my mind, they were dispelled about the Guyanese accent and the American accent, because you know that blend was going to happen. It's not like you're happy sometimes. So, Prodigy, thank you so very much. And to your very, very accomplished musicians, Ravi, Umesh, let's give them a round of applause. I think I have 2 best trainers that you can find. And very accomplished musicians, very humble guys, and I think they served well. When they came on the first night, listen to how humble I am, and I think you know this. I asked them, I say, I'm going to write for the first time. I still want to hear this, I have all sitting from there. Would you all like to come on the stage to be with Prodigy on the stage? And we said, no, we good here. He said, because all over we go, all them girls is doing Malju. So they don't want to sit there and people from here looking at them and they will be distracted now. So they said, we're going to sit here and look at their girls. So these guys are doing an exceptional job with you, and it has to be something good that you are doing to have them with you traveling all over the world joining us. So Apology, thank you so very much. Musicians, thank you so very much. To those of you who have joined from all over, we have some foreign guests from New York, we have from Texas, we have from the Philippines. I'm yet to sit down have a conversation with Filipinos as a day in the life of a Filipino, sorry, just corrected. When I go to Philippines, all I think about is tornadoes and tsunamis and everything, right? So, and we have someone from Guyana also. So thank you also very much for coming. We have internally, meaning locally, we have people from way down San Francisco, we have families from Warrenville, from all over. So thank you also very much. And meals have been prepared. Yes, lovingly. So please partake. And I think I talk a little too much. So sorry, no, I'm not going to talk right? So sit around us on the stand for our discussion.
would have